What is up, my friends? It is Monday. It's a brand new week here on Anfield Agenda, and I'm going to try and kick it off with the very latest news around Liverpool's pursuit of Florian Wirtz. Now, I understand we're all getting a little bit antsy about this one. It is dragging on longer than we would have liked. Both clubs playing hardball here over the final figure, but we will get a resolution in the next couple of days. I'm going to let you know exactly where we're at, what offers have been rejected, and we're going to speak a little bit then about Liverpool's interest in Atalanta midfielder Ederson, a bit on Luis Diaz and his potential departure, and a little bit of potentially good news around the Konate contract situation. So all that to come over the next few minutes, but you know the score. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and I hope to see you back here tonight, 8:45 for the late night agenda, where, as always, we'll do our best to get through as many of your questions as we can. Right, let's get cracking, ladies and gents. Lots to get through. So let's start off here with Tudo Atalanta, who have said that Liverpool want to sign Atalanta's defensive midfielder Ederson as well as Florian Wirtz. Now, I don't know if there's truth to this or not. You know my take on Ederson. Huge fan of his. Would very much love him at Liverpool Football Club. But I would say treat this one with a pinch of salt, because I remember the same outlet last year putting out similar stories. I don't know if Atalanta are looking to maybe try and sell. I don't know if, with Gasperini having departed as their manager, maybe Ederson feels like now is the time for a move away. But either way, as much as I'd be open to the idea of it, I would say take it with a massive pinch of salt at this early stage. Now, where are we at with Florian Wirtz and the situation with Liverpool? Well, the second offer has been rejected. Last night we were unsure as to whether that had or had not been rejected, and it has. But this piece here from Fabrizio Romano said Liverpool remain confident to finalise Florian Wirtz, as a new round of talks has been scheduled for this week. Club optimistic to get the agreement sealed with Leverkusen soon. We've heard that for a while though. And look, as much as I'm telling you you've nothing to worry about with this deal, I'd be a liar if I said I'm not getting a little bit frustrated with how it's dragging out over an extra few days. I thought we would have had a resolution a little bit sooner, but again, want to reiterate, his only desire is to come and play for Liverpool. He won't change his mind on that, and the deal won't fall apart. But this piece here said that Leverkusen have rejected Liverpool's second offer. Liverpool are trying to push the package down towards about €135 million, and Leverkusen still want a package close to €150 million. What we don't know yet, though, is if there is going to be a player or not included in the deal. That's still up in the air. But I would say, don't panic. I'm as frustrated as you are. This will get resolved, and Kirkes will be along soon as well. Now, I mentioned a potential bit of good news, and I've more on Florian Wirtz in a moment, but a potential bit of good news around Konate. So Paul Gorst of the Echo said, talks between Konate's agent and Liverpool over a new deal progressed in late May. Now, quite how far that progression has come, I really don't know, but progressed is certainly better than stonewalled or stalled, so it does look like maybe we're trending in the right direction here with Konate. We know Liverpool fans, myself included, want the big man to stay. The partnership he's formed with Virgil has been absolutely top-notch, but it has to be a deal that's right for both parties. So fingers crossed we get a resolution on this one soon, because it would be a big setback in our window if we had to try to replace Konate. Let's be honest about that. So Paul Gorst again said Liverpool refused to pay the £50 million demanded by Southampton for Romeo Lavia 2 years ago before Chelsea were able to pull off the deal. He goes on to say, though, there is no sense of a similar situation developing with Wirtz and his entourage having given their word last month. And that is important, right? Because that is one of the main reasons why Caicedo didn't happen with Liverpool. He gave his word to Chelsea, and him and his agent always wanted to go there for whatever reason. Financial, length of contract, I don't know, but they had given their word. Same here with Wirtz, so I don't think you've got to be worried about with regards to the fee. Bayer Leverkusen just want to get every penny they can, and that's understandable. Liverpool on the other side, well, of course, we want to pay as little as we can. Again, understandable. Sticking with Paul Gorst, he said Liverpool remain locked in talks with Bayer Leverkusen after the second offer of £109 million, which I think is about €120 million, was rejected. Liverpool are still determined to reach an agreement. Both clubs remain relaxed about the situation, and there is no feeling that a collapse is imminent, with the Reds locked in to trash out what would represent a statement signing. We just hope it gets done quickly, though. I don't want the player getting frustrated, because the worst case scenario here would be a player thinking, well, if they really wanted me, they'd get this deal done. I think he's well educated enough in the verses of what's going on here to know that everyone's just trying to get the best deal for their side. The personal terms and all that been agreed. As I mentioned, it will be a 5-year contract for Wirtz. Kelleher, he's expected to undergo his medical today with Brentford. As we mentioned yesterday, Bayer Leverkusen are going to bring in Mark Flecken from Brentford. Liverpool then selling Caoimhín Kelleher for a package that will start at £12.5 million and will go all the way up to £18 million with add-ons. Probably a little bit less than we all wanted for Caoimhín, if we're being honest about it. But again, trying to grease the wheels to make sure that Wirtz deal can get done. So, Joshua Kimmich has been speaking about Florian Wirtz and his decision to join Liverpool, and this is what he had to say. He will have his reasons for making this decision. I hope it's the right path for him. As a Bayern player, I would have naturally wanted him to come to us. So as you can see there, even Joshua Kimmich realises that there's no chance right now of him going to Bayern Munich or anywhere else, because Wirtz has told everybody he wants to come to Liverpool. And there you have one of the German national team senior players, a senior Bayern player. If there was any chance for them, he'd have been saying something like, I hope he changes his mind, or blah, blah, blah. He's coming to Liverpool. We just have to be patient. And trust me, I'm not a patient man. I really, really am. And so I'm like all of you guys. I want this deal done as quickly as possible, because I've got the PTSD from all those previous deals as well. But this one really is different. So let's talk about why Liverpool want Florian Wirtz. Well, one of the reasons is because he's a damn fine footballer. But another one, just a bit of an odd one this, but he's had 5 Player of the Match awards in the Champions League this season, more than any other player. He tops the chart with 5. Lautaro Martinez had 4, and then there was a whole host of people with 3. So, as you can see, he shows up on the big occasion. Now, Florian Plettenberg has been speaking about Luis Diaz. We know that Al Nassr are interested and that they would be more than happy to pay about €85 million for him. But Florian Plettenberg today said this: Luis Diaz is one of the main targets for FC Barcelona in the coming summer transfer window, despite the high overall cost and ongoing issues with registration. Initial talks regarding Diaz and Barcelona have taken place. Interest from Saudi Arabia remains very concrete. Now look, we've seen his statement a few days ago that very much looked like a goodbye, a thank you and goodbye statement, a very classy statement from Lucho. Then we seen his girlfriend yesterday put out something similar, again, a very kindly, nicely worded statement thanking Liverpool and their fans for everything that they've done for both of them. That signals to me very much like we are going to see a Luis Diaz departure. Lots of Liverpool fans unhappy about this, and I understand why. I've said all the way through, I don't really want Diaz to go. But again, if it's the right move for the club and we have a plan in place, they probably don't want to stand in his way. But will Barcelona come up with a number? Well, we're going to have to wait and see on that one. And lastly today, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to remind you guys about other potential business. So keep an eye on Harvey Elliott, keep an eye on Jarell Quansah. They're 2 potential deals that you may see move over the next few days. Once Liverpool do get this Wirtz deal sorted out, next it will be on to Milos Kerkez. And I get a feeling that after Kerkez, Frimpong and Wirtz, we're going to see Liverpool go into selling mode then for a little bit. Also a reminder, the window's open from the 1st to the 10th, then it closes for 6 days, and then it opens again. So in the first part of this window, Liverpool can sign 2 players. Obviously, Jeremy Frimpong's already been done, so Wirtz will be the next one. And then you would imagine in and around the 16th, we'll get Kerkez done. But one thing I do want to make clear is we can still get all the registration papers signed and everything, contract sorted out for the likes of Kerkez or any other player, and then we can register them on the 16th. It's all just semantics at this point, but that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. So I will see you tonight. I hopefully have a bit more information on where we're exactly at then. Really appreciate all of your understanding. And again, I'm as frustrated as we all are that this deal is dragging on a bit, but you, I, or anybody else aren't in that room with Edwards and Bayer Leverkusen. They will get it done. I say Edwards, could be Edwards, Hughes, could be any of the lads at this point, but just make sure that they get it done. That's the most important thing. And I'll see you tonight at 8:45. Much love.